Chris, I was at a lot of events with, with Ali LaRoy, the head writer, everybody hates Chris, and Eric Kripke was there with Bob Singer, so I got to know Eric Kripke during those times. And when they were going to make a change with Kim's passing and stuff year 4, they knew that Everybody Hates Chris had just got canceled. So Bob was like, what do you think bringing Jim up to Vancouver? So literally, here's the phone call I get from Bob. What are you doing? Sitting on my couch. Really? I said, yeah, I'm sitting on my couch. What's going on? He goes, you want to go to Vancouver? What, work with you? Yeah, you want to work with me? Okay. Come by tomorrow. Okay, click. Came by the next day, sat down with Eric, and that was it. And that was how I ended up on season 5. But anyway, it's been great. I inherited a great crew and staff, so I feel very guilty in that I felt like I inherited this great job that had nothing to do with starting. But I was watching them along the way. I remember them, particularly Bob or Phil would call and say, oh, you gotta watch this week's episode with Gary Cole and the Hollywood thing. You gotta watch this black and white horror thing. You gotta watch. So I'd watch a number of them along the way. And so I wasn't like unfamiliar with the show, like from a zero starting point. The other hard part, I had to watch every episode in about 3 weeks. So I tried to limit myself about 4 a day because they started to really run together. It's like, oh my goodness, they started really running together. So it was fun. I was really glad to be a part of it. Another question?
I do.
Hello.
I have rumors that David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson are guest starring in an episode.
Oh yeah, they're in the season opener next year. Of course not. Who told you that? Somebody put you up for that? Sebastian, you're doing this stuff again? He didn't do that, did he?
Yeah.
I told him I was going to do that today. He stole my act. But I get to go like, boom! Boom! See, I'll be more like, whack! Whack! Sebastian stole my act for breakfast. Sebastian and I did a series together called Odyssey 5 with Showtime about 10 years ago. So I've known Sebastian a long time. I know about his cockroach, everything, he's a funny guy. No, actually, I love Sebastian. It's great to have him on the show, and delighted to see him. I haven't seen him in about a year, so it's great to see him here. Wait, another question?
Hey, Jim.
Hello.
I want to ask you if there's a special episode you found very changing, especially changing to shoot, and why?
Most of them. Do you ever go to a buffet, you put too much on your plate, and you get your plate back and you're thinking, uh-oh, I may not be able to finish all this. That's pretty much every script we get. Oh, great, wonderful. Yeah, sometimes there have been incredibly challenges. There was one, and I can't remember the episode, but it's the one with the dragons and the flying dragons. Well, they sent me up the first draft of that, and it was, what you guys saw was an airplane in the air, and the dragon came and grabbed them out of the airplane, right? Well, the way that was originally written was, it was more like a scene of Jaws, with the girl swimming in the ocean by herself, and the dragon came down in the ocean and grabbed her. And I had to point out to the writer, Sarah and Bob, and say, you realize it's November. Oh yeah. You realize I'm in Canada. Mm-hmm. Okay. Exactly which warm lake do you think in Canada I can put an actor in for more than 30 seconds without suffering hypothermia? So Jerry Wanick and our special effects team, we tried for about 4 days to come up with a way to maybe float a bubble within the ocean or the lake, and finally said, I can just handle this. This is silly. So that became what it was out of an airplane. But oftentimes the challenging things are both budgetary and schedule. Oftentimes we want to write more bits, more beats, but we just ran out of time. We only got 8 days to shoot the show. And so sometimes we have to sort of hammer through it. But every one of them we start off, it boards out 8, 9, 10 days in the schedule, and we only have 8 days. And it's 10 to 12 days, and we have to start cutting things out. The other thing that's a little frustrating is that a lot of times we do things much more gory than you get. And we can't help ourselves. But they never say, oh, no, you can't show that on TV. That's gross. But, we run into that a lot. Like my buddy Valentine one day, the couple was making out in the kitchen at the beginning of it. They're devouring each other. We had a lot of really good shots we could never show you. And it was really too bad because Toby did these great prosthetics and biting the necks and the arms and the shoulders and just eating on the flesh and drew blood. And he said, no. You're not going to do that. But, pardon? You know what? That's always enhanced with Warner Brothers home video. I'd love them to do it. Oftentimes they're reluctant to do that. But, who knows? Maybe if you ever get Supernatural the movie, maybe someday. That only comes from you guys. You guys will have to demand it at some point. And, who knows? Oh, I have another question to the left.
Hi, I was just wondering, how did you get into producing, not for a special show, but just overall?
I slept with Sebastian. At least he kissed me though. No. No, actually I started off in computer graphics and special visual effects. I've worked as a boom guy, I worked as a suit in the tower at Universal Studios in Business Affairs. Hello. Pushing your deal. I've worked as an accountant. I've worked as an assistant editor, video playback, computer playback, post-production supervisor. I used to have a job. Ivan Hayden's job. I used to have that job. Not on this show, but I used to do that for a living. I used to do Todd Aronauer's job, on our show. So I've done a lot of these other jobs. So it's just an evolution through time. I just sort of fell on the showbiz. I didn't intend to. My job ended up being starting off as a secretary at Universal Studios at the age of 21 years old, right out of college. So I thought this looks like a good business to be in. Lots of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey Jim.
Hey Jim, don't be afraid.
I'm a little bit nervous. My English isn't perfect.
Okay, my Deutsch is not so good either. It's okay.
I don't know if this is a good question. It's not really supernatural, maybe a personal question.
Okay.
On Twitter, there are many rumors about the friendship of Jensen and Joe. We all know they're good friends. But on Twitter, you see Christy Hobbs, they start many vendettas against Joe, with much hate against Joe. And we all know it is bullshit, but can you give us a statement? What is the friendship between Jensen and Joe? Please tell me that it is good.
I'm actually familiar with that person on Twitter, and the people are entitled to their own opinions and stuff. And if they are, we call them haters. They'll be a hater. That's fine. I'm not going to talk you out of it. The guys get along great. We all get along fine. And the best thing to do is ignore them. And there's a function on you called block.
We know that, but personally, it's said that it exists, but I have to question it. Sorry.
No, that's okay. No, everything's fine. I know who you're talking about, and I just blocked that person. And I have no ill wish toward them. But if they want to be haters, you know what? They go somewhere else. This is Supernatural fans. We love our show. We love our guys, and we'll stand up for them. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Get the fuck out. You don't have to be here. You don't have to be on Twitter. You don't have to write our show. If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's okay. We have millions of fans around the world like you, so we're happy with the fans we have. We always want more, but you don't have to hate us. If you hate us, bye-bye. Here's the door. Auf Wiedersehen. Another question, gentlemen.
Sure, I got a question for you, Jim.
All right.
My question is, through the history of Supernatural, you've been using classic cars like the Impala, and at one point you even drove 71 Riviera. How did you guys actually get to the idea of using a lot of classic cars in the show that a lot of people who aren't familiar with probably say is the same as another vampire show? I mean, it's a great idea. I just like.
Oh, that goes back to Eric Kripke. That goes back to Kripke at the pilot. That's an Eric Kripke thing. He's from Toledo, Ohio, is the city. Midwest. I'm from Chicago. Phil Screech's from Michigan. Bob Singer's from New York. John Showalter's from Iowa. Jerry Wannick's from Wisconsin. We got a lot of Midwestern people on our show. Yeah, but that really goes back to Eric Kripke. That was established in the pilot, and I think it also fits in well with the characters that these guys are road travelers, road warriors. They want to drive a car they know how to fix. Because imagine if they were driving a car that Dean couldn't fix or Sam couldn't fix. They had to go to the dealership because they had a computer chip problem. That wouldn't work so well for our guys. since I try to live off the radar, off the grid, so that wouldn't work so well. So it has to be a car that they have to be able to fix on their own. And I think it just plays into part of the mistake. And it's sure a nice looking car. You should drive it sometime. Okay? Actually, I drove it one time. I was living there about a week. I saw the car in the back, and I looked and saw the keys are in there. I thought, well, I'm the new producer, why not? I get in, and I back it out, and I'm going around. And I just take it around the block. I'm going about 10 minutes, come back. Jeff Budnick, who's a sweet guy, stricken fear in his face. What have you done? He took it for a spin. It's like, it's not street legal. You didn't tell me that. If that got pulled over and I got impounded, I said, well, we would have had to bust it out, wouldn't we? The guy was very upset with me about it. I apologize. I know it's just a car. I'm going to take it for a spin. Come on. But so those of you that saw me do the test drive, that's why Jeff was driving. Only Jeff wants to drive the car. But anyway, another question?
Hi, Jim. I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous. Wie geht es Ihnen?
Yeah.
Sehr gut. Ein bisschen krank. Ein bisschen Kuckuck. Okay, it's okay. Me too.
Okay. In 2010, I was in Vancouver, and I saw your old shooting place there. The house.
Oh, you went on a tour with Russ?
No.
No? Oh, you went on your own?
Yeah.
Very resourceful.
Thank you. And I realized that there's actual homes, people who live there, and
Yes.
and that's beautiful. When you make a shoot there.
Sometimes we have to put them up in a hotel. Sometimes we have to put their neighbors up in a hotel. Sometimes we put their neighbors' up in a hotel. Sometimes the whole street gets really mad at us. But we try to make sure that we compensate people. You know, if we park in front of your house all day, we deprive you of your parking, take you to dinner, pay you money, German girls. No, we never give up the German girls. No, but that's part of the location manager's job is to go into a neighborhood and try to be as polite and as little impact as possible. But filming is very disruptive in the neighborhood. So if a film company says, "We'll be in the neighborhood just for 10 minutes, be no problem," bullshit. They're going to be there for 10 hours, and it's going to be twice as long and louder than we thought. So anyway, another question.
Did you really shoot in the house or just outside?
Sometimes we shoot inside. If there's a lot of bloody scene, if we're going to cut a lot of heads off, and there's blood splattering the walls, most people aren't hip to you letting you do that in their house. Or if you're going to do like a pull of the wall, no, we have to build the interior scenes on the stage because we have to break away walls, and most people's homes won't break away so easy. And also, it's very, very expensive.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Uno más. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Ein more.
Hello.
Hello.
Mine's actually about the Impalas too. Like, where do they come from? Where do you find them?
We actually look for. I think we have 9 of them now in various states. We got the hero car though. That's the one we put all the engine in and do really fast thing. And some are good for the prettiest body ones aren't the ones we like to sort of drive because we have the best engine. We have ones for crashing. We'll be crashing from time to
Do
time.
you have to destroy them, or
No, we usually rebuild them. We've never completely destroyed
the
one.
ones that have been like flipped over? Is there someone that has to destroy them because that's sad?
No, we put them back. We always build them back. No, we haven't gotten rid of any of them. Even the ones like in the early, they get hit by the big semi. No, we still have that one. But we were fixing it up. But one's kind of a half one too. And you never know which one you're going to use. But no, we use a lot of them. Uh-oh, I'm going to get cut off.
Sorry, Jim.
Ach, du meine Liebe.
Are you here again tomorrow?
Das ist gut. Well, thank you very much. And enjoy the rest of the convention. We're here to have fun. And as excited and nervous as you are to meet us, we're excited and nervous to meet you too. So don't think it doesn't go just one way. So we are here because we want to meet you, okay? So don't be shy, all right?